All right, let's start with the accurate length of a Star Destroyer Division All-Stars.
By the way, no one is happier than the dog that the kid started eating solid food.
Yeah, because the dog gets all the drops now.
Well, it's more that the dog gets most of the solid food.
Yep, been there. All right. So accurate length of a Star Destroyer. Who's on the roster? We got Josh Johnson, a pitcher from a shack of their own, and his 1.7 WAR so far this year is 6-1 record. Another guy nobody heard of until Lloyd picked him, and then he started, as a
No,
gangbuster.
he was on my team last year. Performed about as well as you'd expect, and then
Lloyd grabs him, and suddenly he's Pedro.
Yep.
Cliff Lee from the Orange Barrels with his 10-6 record in 19 starts. Not just because the game is set for, every team to have an all-star, but, probably actually deserved it with that 1.8 WAR. Pedro Martinez wouldn't be an all-star game without him. 13-5, the 296. Year of the Toad continues. Toad Ramsey 9-7 and 20 or 19 starts, 20 appearances. He has a relief appearance? Really? I would have never guessed. 3.1 WAR on the year.
Why wouldn't he? He's on the motherboard.
The aimless, ownerless team.
I'd like to make trades with them.
Get your wife to sign up. Have some nefarious trading.
Sign up. The mascot has joined. In the least surprising All-Star nod ever, Bullet Rogan.
Bullet Rogan, yes. Seven and 6 as a pitcher, but his batting stats. Another 1.4 WAR there.
It's I think it doesn't matter that Bullet Rogan pitches at all. We should only focus on his hitting stats for the MVP conversation.
He's above average at both. That's the only reason why he's being considered over your players.
Yeah, it's definitely not the anti-Madrigal bias.
Charlie Sweeney, second one from a shack of their own.
So, by the way, in good news, Harry Brachin was like my only left-handed pitcher.
Good strategy, Dave.
Yep.
I mean, I would say, just pray that Wang knocks him out, but Randy Johnson's out for the year.
Yep.
Rod Beck.
Is this because every team needs an all-star?
No, it's because the fans voted him in.
How many beers did he buy them?
All of them. Yeah. Negative 0.2 WAR. Almost guaranteed to be the worst all-star on the rosters.
I'm sure if Waddy Clark makes the team, we'll have competition.
Francisco Rodriguez. 21 saves on the year. Nice ERA plus. Eric Gagne. 107 ERA in 34 games. 404 ERA plus. What the? That's ridiculous. Doug Jones. Not sure that any Cleveland pitcher from the pre-Jacobs Field era that wasn't around in World War II should be on these teams, but he made it.
I'm assuming Jose Mesa's on the team.
Jose Mesa's out for 6 weeks.
Doesn't mean he couldn't make the team.
Joe Nathan, 23 saves and a 2-0 record. 3.99 ERA plus. Kirby Yates. I'm sure you want to trade for him, but you know, no owner, no trades.
That like, no woman, no cry.
All right. Switching over to the position players now. We got Fred Carroll. Worth 2.9 WAR already this year. Deacon White. That's a third barrel. Barnes.
Barnes was a lock.
6.3 WAR. 119 hits already.
We are more than halfway through the season, right?
Yeah. We're 80, maybe 90 games in.
Yeah, we're like 90 something games in.
Yeah. Garinger. George Brett. Tom's Hall of Fame infielder who's not hurt. Edgar Martinez. Having a shockingly good year for a DH and world without DHs.
He's a third baseman, thanks.
I know he's listed as a third baseman, but he's a DH in a world without DHs. Yui. Honus Wagner made it despite the injury. No, that's Knapp who's injured. Sorry. Honus is having a great year. He was a lock.
Yeah, I tried to trade with Tom before I had to trade with Lloyd because Tom had my other, utility shortstop target.
Big Ed from Cleveland, Ohio. It's probably a lock for that reason alone, if we're being honest.
4.1 WAR might also have something to do with it.
Joe Kelly. Ted Williams. Having a down year by his standards. 889 OPS is just terrible for him. Ty Cobb.
Is beating Ted Williams.
And Heels other all-star. Heels has a legit all-star.
Eh.
Mick's having a good year.
Granted, I don't know when we're saying good year. It might be a good year for 93.
Yeah. I mean, 289. 13 homers, 19 doubles. Cy Seymour. And Duke Snyder. Mookie Betts. Love that guy's last name. Bryce Harper. And that's it. That's the accurate length of a Star Destroyer All-Stars.
Do we know who's going to be playing in the celebrity softball game, or is that going to be announced at the end?
Still got to figure that one out on the other side. I mean, it's who's on first is one of the teams.
Okay.
So let's go look at the home run derby real quick. So it'll be Mookie Betts against Bryce Harper in the first round. Dick Allen against Babe Ruth. Joe DiMaggio and Barry Bonds. And then Red Hot Mel Ott and Archie Vaughn. Personally, I would have set it up for an entire bracket of nothing but Pointy and Sean.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have anyone with like significant amounts of homers at all.
I mean, Billy Hamilton's hit like 6 this year. None of which are inside the Parker somehow.
Yeah, Paul Hines, I think, leads my team with 9.
Let me toggle over and get the other all-star team pulled up. All right. So now these Sandlot All-Stars. Starting with Charlie Bender. 10-6 with a 349. Of course, she's been like Wang's fourth best starter this year, but deserved All-Star as his fourth best starter. Sandy Koufax, also from San Francisco, 6 Demon Bags. 10-3 with a 260 ERA. He's probably been Wang's second best starter, but again, deserved All-Star. Maddox, 8-7 with a 369. Hoss, 14-3 with a 261. 1.00 whip. And one of the best portraits in the league. Hilton Smith, despite a very downward trend lately, had a great start to the year. He's been bad the last few starts. Wang's best starter, Jim Whitney, 9-4 with a 263 this year. Smokey Joe, 10-6 with a 307. Well, how about that? There's somebody with a worse WAR than Rod Beck that made it. Even when Heels is terrible, he can't be the best at being terrible.
Is that because none of us are using actual relief pitchers?
I don't think so, because I think it's got some starters in relief that make it, but it could be. Eckersley,
No,
came out of retirement.
I don't know. He's a much better.
Brian Wilson. You know, you might be right. They may not select any of the starters turned relievers as all-stars.
I was going to say I don't think any of my pitchers are going to make it. We're going to start a campaign for Christy Mathewson getting snubbed.
Yeah, Kerry Wood. Yep, and then we're on to the batter. So you were right. Yogi Berra, 264. It's not a very good season. There's no good catchers in Sandlot. Biased fan vote. Charles Johnson. Stan Musial. Doesn't walk ever, huh? 324 average with a 383 on base.
Doesn't really need to walk at that point.
Joe Morgan, Ciorak gets an all-star after trading away their best player.
I forget,
Dick
who did
Allen.
he trade?
Huh?
Who did he trade?
DiMaggio.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Baker, all-star for throws, giving them 2. Wade Boggs makes both the Sandlot All-Star team and the Beer League All-Star team.
I just watched his psych episode last week.
I don't think I've seen that one. Is it later season?
It's, I think, season 5. It's the baseball episode. It's the Danny Glover as a minor league manager and Wade Boggs cameos in it.
I'm blanking on that one. I didn't watch the last couple seasons of it yet, so
it's very good.
Might pick it back up. I attached Psych to my ex-wife though, so I haven't gone back to watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
That's fair. I mean,
Right.
you know, your worst inhibitions tend to psych you out in the end.
This is true. I know that you know that I'm not telling the truth.
That's true. I know that you know that they just don't have any proof.
Right. Hey, Miguel Cabrera. Mike Schmidt. So 2 third basemen from Cubbies team, although, one's playing first base. Nomar. He's already worth 3.9 WAR this year. I didn't realize he was having that good of a year. So the defense. Oh man, look at that zone rating.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't recall Nomar ever playing defense that well.
He did not.
Arky Vaughn. Rexy's got 3 All-Stars. He's having a heck of a year too, man.
Yeah.
20 homers, 19 doubles.
Archivon's killing it.
Keep waiting for somebody to offer Rexy a lopsided trade for him because, well, Bonds, of course, 85 walks already this year. 86 starts, 85 walks. Sounds about right for Barry Bonds.
Yep.
DiMaggio would have been an all-star for CRAC.
I'm calling foul.
On
my center fielder being better.
Your center fielder is also an all-star.
Yeah. Go, by the way, talking zone ratings.
Yeah, 12.9 in left field.
Yep.
Hack Wilson. Hank Aaron getting in on reputation alone.
Yeah, I was gonna say getting the sentimental vote.
It's clearly reality-based game when Hank Aaron makes it with these kind of stats against everybody else in the league. There's your boy, King
Making
Kelly.
it as a right fielder. His zone rating is not so good.
The Babe. Again, I think reputation. 265 and 19 homers, but
I did point out his avoid K rating at the beginning of the year to everyone, but alas.
Still, it's the Babe. So
yeah,
but man, 121 strikeouts.
When he makes contact with the ball, it's gonna go a long way.
He's just not going to make contact
right.
all that often. Larry Walker, who I swear has to lead the league in like clutch rating and high pressure situation stats. That should be it. Yeah, those are the teams. Then
do they have the batting splits there? Does it tell you?
I think I can go over to splits and
close late. Hold on, it was up there. Hold on.
There we go.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and 1059 OPS with
177 OPS plus and close and late. That is that's pretty clutch. Clutch is not a thing. Come on,
165 man. OPS plus after the 7th inning.
Yeah, I mean
171 with runners in scoring position. Yeah, that's a 478 OPS plus with runners on the corners. I mean, obviously small sample size, but
yeah,
that's a ridiculous number.
He does. I mean, the bases loaded is It's funny. He does worse with bases loaded in second and third than corners in first and second.
There we go. High leverage situations. 131 OPS plus and 0.6 WAR in all of the 81 plate appearances.
Crazy. His stats are relatively similar across low, medium, and high leverage, but he's obviously better in medium and high leverage. Walker's just a good dude.
And a Hall of Famer now.
Yeah, as well he should be.
There it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm still the asses. It's nice.
Yes. I never updated it because why update it?
Why would you? I'm watching this half inning and wondering how Ahsoka's going to react.